It's New Brew Thursday! Woo! And who the hell are you?
I am Devin. Remember me?
Hey, it's Devin! Yay! We brought Devin back. Not permanently.
No.
Unfortunately.
Well,
not that we want to replace
we
Brad.
love Brad, but
He's
Brad
still
is out of
He's still
town.
here,
Yeah, Brad is out of town. He's celebrating the holidays with his parents somewhere
When we
in
need to bring him
backwater.
back permanently, as if...
We would love to have 4 of us with Devin here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But Devin is still on his pursuit to be a bodybuilder. How's that going for you?
Well, I'm on my off week right now, so I figured I should enjoy some beer.
You have big shoulders though now.
Wow.
Dude, you're looking kind of stout, you know?
You're like,
Thanks, I try.
Yeah.
Devin will be attending Comic-Con in July of 2010
Comic-Con
as the
rocks.
Incredible Hulk.
I don't know about that, but maybe like She-Hulk?
She-Hulk. Well, I always did say you were kind of a badge.
Yeah, whatever. Well, he's not here, but whatever.
So, in honor of Devin's the New Brew Thursday reunion show, when the best parts of New Brew Thursday are back.
I'm still here.
So, in honor of Devin's return, we're doing Lost Abbey's Angel Share.
Which rocks.
This is an amazing, amazing beer. And again, you know, and we've talked about this the last 3 episodes because we keep failing to hit our mantra of beers that everybody can try. Lost Abbey does have a very, very, very limited distribution.
Do they really?
Yeah, they're a part of Port Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I am sure about that now. And their distribution is handled by Stone Brewing Company, actually, which is why we can get it up here.
And
That's awesome.
isn't Port Brewing in Stone's old facility?
Yes.
Before they moved?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The old Stone Brewery is now Port Brewing. Now, and that's why, like, even a bottle for us, we're what, an hour and a half from
45
well,
minutes.
in this current location, we are about 50 minutes
50
away
minutes.
from
Yeah, this bottle
Stone.
here costs $30 because not because it's limited release or hard to find. It's just because their distribution is so expensive that it costs so much more for this beer to get out there.
Very worth it, though.
It is worth it, and again, and part of what we talked about last week was craft brew geeks getting to the beers that they want to try. And I know a lot of people on different coasts that have tried Lost Abbey, so I know you can get it if you want to really work at it. You can get this beer.
This is the first.
It's worth the work to get this beer.
This is the first time I'll be trying a Lost Abbey.
I definitely want to say though, it's a very mature beer. It's not something you probably want to jump into right away.
Oh yeah, no. If you're a Coors Light guy,
Especially at
you are not drinking Angel Share as your first craft beer. No.
especially at 12.5% alcohol.
Yeah, this is we have 3 very large bottles, and we're gonna pop them all because New Brew Thursday's mantra is that we all have our own bottle of beer.
Yeah, with this beer, I think we debated it, and it was
A little bit, yeah.
you
We're
know
like,
what?
no.
Screw it.
Yeah, we're
gonna
doing
open
it.
the beer. So
And because enjoying this.
This is a big, like I say, an occasion bottle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Don't pop this for just any
Absolutely.
reason. This
You're not
is
going to sit and
definitely-
watch the football game while you
Yeah,
down
you
a
want to
bottle
sip
of
this. This
Yeah.
is something you want to sip and
This
enjoy.
would be a great beer for getting into the Christmas season now. You're going to have Christmas dinners and whatever large family gatherings. This would be a good bottle for that, honestly, because I think this is something that people can sip throughout dinner. It's a good dinner blind. It's easy to share this throughout the.
it will
entire
definitely
brew.
make dinner more interesting if it's as complex and as
right.
harsh as I
Push it
think
more
it's gonna
towards
be.
dessert, though.
Right.
Don't drink it with your food. Push it
Right.
more towards.
This is an aperitif and a good digestif.
Well, speaking of
Whatever,
dessert,
dude, I speak English. I don't know.
what did you say?
A digestif. It helps digest the food. It's like that
Wow,
whole
that's the
French
first time
thing.
I've ever
never
heard
heard
that.
that.
Yeah, that's that whole French thing.
Thinks
so
puts the glasses on. Thinks he knows
I know
what
I'm not
he's
even.
talking
I know I'm not even pronouncing it right. So whatever.
Whatever.
But this is a good beer for like pre-dinner or post-dinner, and that's why.
Or dessert because we have
Yeah,
some
we
cheesecake.
have-
And
we
that's what we're
some-
doing here. We're doing some appetizer stuff with the cheeses. We're doing a cheddar and a Gouda cheese.
Don't forget the cheesecake with caramel.
Oh no, that's after dinner, dude. We're bringing it to after dinner. After dinner,
I'm
we
just
have,
so excited about the
I know,
cheesecake.
he's been staring at this cheesecake for a little while. We have a Dulce de Leche with caramel.
Very good.
I did that good. I did that good.
Dulce de
Leche.
Oui.
For the Spanish-speaking viewers of our show, I apologize for butchering your language. But with caramel cheesecake, which I think will pair very nicely with this.
Why though?
This is the second time
Well,
we've had cheesecake on the show.
Oh yeah.
Which is
And I am a big fan of pairing cheesecake with beer because of the fact that you get a lot of the cheese qualities that you get with the cheesecake or with cheese pairings with the dessert, and it kind of brings the two into harmony.
yeah.
and I
With
love
the
that.
Baltic Thunder, the cheesecake was definitely a win.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other thing we paired it up with? I don't remember.
Dark chocolate. Yeah, and the dark chocolate was too much for that
Did
beer.
not work at all.
Yeah.
I might as well have been drinking water.
This will pair very well because it's got caramel in it, and since this is like a whiskey type flavor, it'll.
The Angel Share is aged for no less than 6 months in bourbon barrels.
Wow.
And this one in particular, they have two different types of Angel Share. There's the bourbon and there's also the brandy. And so you're going to get different flavors off of
whiskey
each.
barrels. Is that the same?
Whiskey, bourbon, same thing, yeah. And with whiskey barrels, the wood gets a lot of like the vanilla and the caramel flavors come out of the wood from that aging process, and that's what you're going to get a lot of that in this beer.
Do you know if these are barrels that previously were used to age, like, what did you say, whiskey? Or
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
They were previously used for that? Okay, because that makes for really good aged beer when it's like previously used in this, not just a specific wood barrel.
Right. So, I mean, there are wood barrel aged beers, and they don't. All you get from that is a woody flavor.
Right.
And with the whiskey barrel, the bourbon barrel aged beers, you get a lot of that like bourbon flavor.
The Firestone Walker 13th, which I had last night, is a testament of that.
Well, yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Wow. Oh yeah, yeah. I broke that open with Devin and a couple of our other friends, and John had some with his family.
Yeah,
and it
was intense.
That's an intense beer. Yeah.
What was it? 12.5 alcohol by volume?
Yeah, it's up there. And
that was also 12.
It's also a very expensive bottle of beer. Something that you share with friends.
How much?
So that was $22 for that bottle.
I paid 20.
Good beers cost a lot.
27 for it.
Yeah, and that leads back to the whole you shotgun Coors Light, you get a 30 block of Coors Light and get trashed off of it.
Yeah,
that's not what craft beer is about.
No,
you're not going to do that with this. You're gonna, this is to enjoy, and you're paying for the flavor, so you want to be sober enough to enjoy the flavor.
You're not necessarily going to drink this ice cold.
And you're not necessarily going to drink the whole bottle either.
No.
Well, if you do,
you'll be pretty messed up.
So right now it's probably at about 50, 60 degrees.
Yeah, it's about 50 to 55 degrees, and at this point, ooh, see, you still
Wow,
get a little
look at
bit.
you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
Ooh, I like
Can I
the
do it like
smell.
champagne? Like,
It won't. It's not. I tried that. It's
Bubbly.
oh,
Yeah, it doesn't have the bubbly
that was
thing
a
to it.
fail,
So,
dude.
you should be embarrassed.
Hey, no pop.
Now, you're not going to get a lot of head off of this beer, and that's by design.
Uh-oh.
So
Wait. It doesn't smell as scary as I thought it would.
this, you can almost trick people into thinking that they're drinking more of a wine.
Just smell that,
Dude,
dude.
there
That's
is
like
no head on this.
Yeah,
That's
there's no
crazy.
head on this at all. And,
It even says it on the bottle, I think.
Yeah. You're not looking for head off this beer.
I can
This is
smell
going to
that.
have a lot of aroma coming out of it anyway. So
I think the wine glass is very appropriate for this beer.
yeah, this is definitely a snifter or like a tulip glass or wine glass kind of beer. You're not going to throw this in a pint glass, that's for sure.
Oh my no.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know what I like?
it?
My
Oh my
initial
God.
yeah,
I told
my
you, look
initial-
at that.
That is good.
My initial reaction off this is wonderful because I drink a lot of bourbon barrel aged beers,
You feel warm inside?
Yeah, it just hit me. I was like,
It's all
and
tingly.
you don't get the real harsh alcohol off of this.
Not at all.
It's very, very smooth.
I do want to pimp out Sprecher's Scotch Ale real fast because they rock.
Yeah, and this does remind me an awful lot of that. I'm glad you mentioned that because the Sprecher Scotch Ale is very smooth like this with the real strong astringent alcohol smell, but not the taste. Yeah, it's just
Not as caramely as because that Sprecher Scotch Ale is a little bit more caramel, has more caramel
dude,
flavor.
I can taste caramel.
Well, you know, and the funny thing is we kind of started the pre-show off with some Sierra Nevada Pale Ales, and so I think once you wash that off, you're gonna get that caramel taste to it.
We can't forget
Because
the-
I'm already- I'm getting
I
tons
taste
of
the
it. I'm getting
caramel, but I'm
tons
just
of
saying.
caramel.
I remember having more with the Sprecher's. That's all.
Yeah.
And the burn on this, like when I had the Firestone Walker 13th,
It was like
oh my God. What's really weird about it is the top of the bottle, it was good. It was great.
yeah.
But I really had no idea what I was in for. And when I got to the middle of the bottle, it was like, oh.
It says shake before drinking.
Shake before.
I must have missed
Do not
that.
shake before opening.
Yeah, if anything, go like this, you know? Because
Give it a little bit of a mix.
The bottom is crude. Oh.
Yeah, it gets pretty thick.
Ah,
as you
really?
go through
Didn't,
it.
did you like? Is that
It
a
was,
like?
it was
or-
good. I didn't finish the bottle.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping it'll still be good tonight, and I'm trying it with some Thanksgiving leftovers. But last
The best
night,
part of Thanksgiving are the leftovers.
yeah. But last night I had not only did I have that, I started off with some Sierra Nevada Pale Ales, and then I had some Double Bastards, like that I shared with everyone. I had dinner with Life and Limb, which was epic. Like, I saved one bottle just for Thanksgiving. I have 2 left. Speaking of which, the place where I bought that beer, they raised the price $10.
Oh, $25 a bottle for that?
$25
For what?
Wow.
Life
for Life
and
and
Limb.
Limb. It was already 15.
The Dogfish Sierra Nevada.
That's crazy.
collaborative brew.
Please.
That's crazy.
But that was epic with Thanksgiving. That was, and I shared that with a couple friends of ours, and they loved it. It was really cool for me too, because they don't drink craft brew all that often, but they're really open-minded about it, and it was great.
And that's
Firestone.
that's the whole point. When you can pair
Yeah.
properly like that for a dinner, when you're going to have people that are not used to drinking that kind of beer, advocate for it. You know,
Yeah.
show them that this is beer you're drinking, and that, like, I think if you set this down in front of somebody and you didn't show them the bottle,
They'd be like, what is
they'd be like, yeah, what happened to your wine? They'd be like,
That's
no,
kinda
try
bad.
it. Yeah, it's like, try it. It's like, oh, wow. And people don't, when you say beer to them, they get that kind of mentality where it's like, oh, I'm looking for something fizzy and yellow.
Yeah.
And you know what? Not all beer is fizzy and yellow. This has no fizz whatsoever.
Well, these people that tried it, they knew what they were in for, because they know we do this whole podcast
Right.
thing, and I don't really drink any fizzy yellow beer at all. So when I
Fizzy
said,
yellow
hey,
beer for pussies.
Pussies. The funny thing is, what I really like about Lost Abbey is they do these kind of like really out there beers.
yeah.
And even when we went to the Stone 13th anniversary, they had that sangria beer. You remember that? Ooh. That wasn't even out of a cask or a keg. It was out of a punch bowl.
Yeah, that was good.
And it was
remember you
really
telling that
amazing.
story.
Yeah, that was really incredible.
They had
And-
this at the also.
Yes, they did. That was the first time I've tried
And
this.
that was out of a tap as well, right?
That was out of a tap. yeah.
it was
So where did the
amazing.
cheeses?
Now this is a like an aged cheddar.
It's got crunchy stuff in it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I really like the
really
flavor. And then this is, and you want to go with some like earthier cheeses with this, I think, personally. And this is like a smoked Gouda style.
Why do you say earthier?
Because with the really strong malty caramel flavors, you don't want to attack that with the pungent like gorgonzola. You want something that's
You
going
don't
to
want a
complement
strong
that.
cheese?
Well, the earthy cheeses can be very strong. Like try this cheddar. It's a very strong flavored cheese. Oh my.
Oh my.
All right then.
Throw it at them.
Yeah, I miss you grabbing my food.
Ooh.
Just my food, not grabbing anything else. But the earthier cheeses can have a lot of flavor without being pungent. And the pungent qualities are what's going to attack the maltiness of this, and the earthiness is going to complement it.
The cheese is really good with this beer.
Oh wow.
Isn't it good?
Oh wow.
And again, I consulted with my cheese guy at Whole Foods who helped me pick these two
Who
cheeses.
rocks? He's the coolest dude
great
ever.
guy. And all you do, I tell him like, oh, I'm drinking Lost Abbey's Angel Share. Oh, come over here.
His expression was the best. He's like, oh yeah, Lost Abbey. Oh, I know what cheese.
I know exactly what you want to
Don't
do.
worry about it.
Right.
We need to hop onto this dessert because it's like,
Is it calling to you?
it's like, dude, you ain't eating me. What's
Oh,
going on?
wow.
That's good, huh?
Oh, that is good.
That's very good. Okay, so how do you want to work this?
Don't you wish you were here trying all this awesome food with us right now?
We may not be getting paid to do this show, but we do take care of ourselves.
Yeah, we do reap the benefits.
Yes, we do. So what we're trying here
you.
is a Dulce de Leche caramel cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I took the whipped cream off of mine because I don't do well with whipped cream.
No, he does not.
We did not just do that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, wow. Wow.
Dude, there's like a light shining on this food right now.
Now, last week when we talked about
wow.
food pairings,
Oh my god.
the explosion you
crap.
get on a proper pairing is happening right now. The inside of my mouth feels like
Here, let me help you. There you go.
it feels like that there's something going on that there's
There's like a
It's like writing It's
party.
a Small World at Disneyland in my mind.
right. I mean, it's like all that's right in the world is happening in my mouth.
My mouth is high right now.
I think John said it best when he ate the bacon chocolate tort at Stone. He's like, my mouth just punched my brain.
Yeah, seriously. But the reason I said that about that bacon tort was because it was chocolate, bacon, and beer, and I was just literally in my head for a second. I just spun. I'm like, wait a minute.
Let's go back to that. Chocolate, bacon,
Yeah,
and beer. It's
seriously.
the 3 greatest things on the planet put together.
Very
Yeah.
sad. I wish I was there.
Oh yes, you do. Wish you were there.
I'm glad I went. I'll tell you what.
I'm jealous of you, man.
Okay, this first of all, I want to say right off the top, I am against adding anything to cheesecake. I like the concept, but this is successful beyond belief. Like this is amazing. I think this is the 2 best pairings I've
I think
ever
the
done.
best thing is since we bought this early, it was kind of frozen, so we had to let it melt.
Oh, now that
It's actually a little bit like more soft.
Yeah, it's so gooey right now.
You mind not you saying it like that next time?
Guess what? That's seeing the show.
It's so gooey.
Or it's going at the end. It's so gooey right now.
It's so gooey right now.
You know, so right now I gotta pee.
I want to go.
It's but where's the gooey, dude?
Wow. I want to go back to the cheese, but I'm really happy with the cheesecake.
Don't touch
What
my
if we mixed
cheesecake.
them?
Oh, I will do it. You know how I am with food.
He'll wrap up his cheese up in the cheesecake and
Going for the Gouda with the cracker and some cheesecake. Some cheesecake dip.
this is worlds colliding right now.
Pepper.
Pepper, yeah, it says pepper crackers. Say that 10 times.
I can't say it one time.
That's kind of like too much flavor.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
there's
recommend mixing.
a lot of flavors going on.
That's like very, very good though.
Man, this is taking the road of the Life of Lim episode where after halfway through the bottle, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, this
Isn't
is
it?
definitely. I think this is definitely something we could have opened one bottle, shared among the 3 of us, and been okay.
because
with.
this,
But-
yeah,
We do.
But we do
bottles.
3
go by
bottles.
tradition. We have to have 3
That's right.
bottles.
We do 3 bottles. I was a little bit concerned about this episode because as big a craft beer geek as I am, as much as I love to try different beers, when I get into the really, really, really powerful beers like Angel Shiraz, Lost Abbey as a whole kind of scares me.
Yeah, they have a really dark background, dude.
Yeah, a lot of their beers are like, you read the bottle, you're like,
From the
wow.
spawn of Satan.
and I like that.
That's their gimmick. You know?
Right, I like that, but the problem is it kind of frightens me a little bit. Like, okay, I'm just kind of looking for something to relax with tonight.
That's a good.
you
That's
know?
a good thing you brought up because I was at Bevmo probably 3 weeks ago, and I'm looking in the craft brew section, and there was a guy looking at beer, and I ran into him a couple times, and it's like, oh, excuse me, and his wife or girlfriend walks by, and she's looking at the Lost Abbey brew that's made with like raisins. I forgot what it's called, but she looks at it and she's like, "Oh, it's made with raisins? Wow! But the label's so cool. I don't know if I could handle that." And it's like,
What?
I heard that, and I'm like, well, she kind of has a point because the label, it was a label with like Satan on it, whatever the beer that is. I think that Satan's on it, and it's like he's burning.
It's the one with Adam and Eve, and Satan's in the background.
No. I think it's a whole. You're in hell.
It's a whole mural of Satan
Oh,
himself.
yeah. Okay, I don't remember the name of it.
No, I remember you picked that one up and you were
Right.
like, oh my god, that's
I'm
the
like,
devil.
wow, that's
See?
really kind of, that's kind of harsh.
And she said, wow, okay, we're gonna leave that there. But that is really, really cool. Like that, just because every label is like the same. It's very, it's like a religious looking thing.
Oh,
And it is kind of scary, and that's really cool. But you know what? The beer matches the label.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you look at this, when I see this label and I drink this beer, dude, that's what it is.
Well, and this is part of Lost Abbey's non-denominational beers, and they have like a whole collection of. I really like Lost Abbey as a concept.
yes.
I love their concept of their beers. In our society, the way it is, the Judeo-Christian society that we live in, I can see how people, like your random person, is going to be like, ooh, like
Yeah, but
I don't know what to do with this.
at the same
But
time,
you know what?
if you're drinking beer,
Right. That's the thing. Is like, look, it's a beer.
you know, especially
Get
craft
over
beer.
it.
Shut. I just want to slap your. You did. You had the same reaction.
Oh my!
I did.
That is the devil. I cannot drink that.
And I'm not saying that that's a wrong reaction. I'm saying like, look, it's a beer.
It's a bit startling at first,
Right.
but just pop it
need
open
to-
and
need
you'll
to push,
enjoy it.
Yeah, you need to push past that.
There you go.
I think what it is though is that Lost Abbey's beers match their labels in the aspect of the fact that this is beer is going to slap you in the
They
face.
are a
This is
darker
the-
stone.
Right.
That's what I like to put.
They're
it.
like
a
if
darker
Stone went to the dark side,
Yeah.
that's
This would
Lost
be them,
Abbey.
'cause
Yeah.
Stone is all that is awesome. I hate to say that phrase, but it is. And,
right.
and
Well, maybe that's what it is. Is Port Brewing took over Stone's old brewery, and all the demons left behind by Stone
Oh, look at
created Lost Abbey.
my
You know?
gosh.
that. We're getting all occult on it.
Yeah. So
Drink the punch.
we demand you drink the Kool-Aid.
Anyways.
Well,
So
I gotta say, with this, dude, with the cheddar, with the whatever Gouda that is,
Whatever form of cheese this
cheesecake right
is,
here, dude.
Hey, bro, you ain't hitting that enough. Or eating it.
hit that.
You know what I mean?
I'm like,
Devin is so ghetto.
Sorry.
I'm from Anaheim. What?
I'm from the OC. What?
it's just everything's awesome.
Isn't the bread, like the back of the breading of the cheesecake? I mean, it
yeah.
gives it a.
God,
just
this is
adds,
perfect.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Perfect. Brad's gonna be so bad.
Sorry, dude. This is still your spot. Don't trip. All those ladies that still love Brad, he's coming. Don't worry.
He's coming back.
We will not replace Brad.
No,
I love
Never.
Brad.
Brad's irreplaceable. We love Brad.
I love Devin too.
And I'm happy to have part of New Brew Thursday back.
The good part.
The
Don't
old
forget that.
and the good part. You know, it's
newer
great. So this has been a
Put
fantastic.
myself on that.
Don't feel bad. So
This has been another episode.
Another great episode.
this is another great. Yeah, I'm not ready to stop.
Well, I think there's nothing left to say.
No, you know what there's left to say is stay safe and drink beer.